Budget Pet Care is the leading online supplier of pet healthcare products that provide branded healthcare products throughout the United States. They provide quality brand name pet supplies for flea and tick treatments, dewormers, nutritional supplements, eye, ear, and joint care treatments for all cats and dogs, including Frontline Plus, Advantage, K9 Advantix, Capstar, and more. Go to https://bit.ly/CMSPNBPC and use the promo code GREEN20 to save 20% on your next order. Shop Budget Pet Care today.
The classic metal show from his latest release, Bad Reputation, with "Don't Tell Me How to Live, Motherfucker." Right, Chris?
Right.
I sent you over a clip. Some people may have seen it, others haven't, but one of the things that Kid Rock did in an interview, he was interviewed by Fox News, Tucker Carlson, about his latest release as well as his upcoming tour. And, for a Tucker Carlson interview, Kid Rock was Kid Rock. He didn't hold back. He wasn't politically correct. He dropped a lot of F-bombs, which of course they bleeped out. Sure. But they ran his interview, for what it was worth. Of course, there were a lot of bleeps. But I just pulled up a section right there where he talks about why he can't be canceled, and he kind of vocalizes exactly everything that you and I have been saying for years about this show, and the fact that we're still doing what we're doing, and really nobody fucks with us, you know. And the reason being, he doesn't suck the corporate dick.
Well, that's the way to do it, isn't it?
Yep. So he basically is asked by Tucker Carlson, how come you don't get canceled? And then Carlson goes on to ask him, well, other musicians and so forth aren't allowed to say what they want to say, and he goes, yeah, because they're in somebody's pocket.
Yeah, there you go.
So go ahead and roll some of that.
All right, here we go.
It'll just piss them off more.
So why haven't you been canceled? Like, people aren't allowed to say what they think. You are.
I am uncancelable.
Why's that?
Because I don't give a and I'm not in bed with any big corporate things at the end of the day. There's nobody I'm beholden to, no record companies, no corporate interests, no nothing. And you can't cancel me. I love it when they try. I'm like, yeah, let's have some fun.
Why aren't there more artists like that?
Because they're in bed with record companies and, corporate deals and structures at every level. And, it's, and if someone finds a way to get me a little bit here and there, I'll find another way around it.
You never see artists talk like that. They seem very easy to intimidate. At what point did you realize, like, you're just not going to be intimidated?
Day one.
Really?
I think I crawled out of the womb with both middle fingers in the air. And that wasn't anything. A lot of it, is, there's a little fun in there to kind of, be rock and roll and be the bad guy and this, that, and the other, because, my heart's big at the end of the day. And I have a lot of love and respect for anybody that shows that back to me. But, Grandpa don't play no mess either.
Do the other guys in your business?
Oh, there you are.
He fucking rules.
Yeah. But there's button down Tucker Carlson in his cardigan and his his collegiate shirt, and there's Kid Rock wearing his I can't see glasses.
Right. His LeBrons.
And it's just like, I can't be canceled because I don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah. I do love, and we'll come back to Kid Rock for a second, but I just want to talk about Tucker for a minute. Not necessarily him, but all journalists. They think somehow that if you take the tie off and you leave one button undone, that shows your rebellious side.
Hey, you're cool.
This is not cool or rebellious. This is This is the CEO of a company on dress down day.
Yeah.
That's what he is. It's Friday. It's dress down day. So I'm going to take off the tie.
Well, I think if I remember right, there was a line in Happy Days where Richie Cunningham says, my dad's, well, I think he was talking to Fonzie or something. He goes, my dad's idea of being cool is leaving the top button of his shirt unbuttoned.
Yeah. Well, and that's what Tucker's doing here.
Yeah.
You know, if he wanted to be cool, he'd show up with a bandana and a Kid Rock shirt on.
Yeah, he'd wear his dungarees like Larry King did when he was hanging out with the Motley Crue.
Motley Crue.
I got my jeans on.
Hey, kid, are your tunes hummable? The Motley Crue said theirs were.
Yeah, remember he said he was wearing his jeans?
Yeah.
Because he was hanging out with the Motley Crue, and then he was wearing mom jeans, and they were ironed because they had the creases in them.
No slacks for me, guys. I'm wearing my jeans.
I'm wearing my dungarees.
My dungarees. Little known fact, they were bought yesterday because I didn't own any.
I see the girls hit the stage.
Well, they did. They decided to pop out for a minute.
Nice. So I just thought you'd find that entertaining. Chris Rock just saying, the reason I don't know anybody,
Yeah.
And so basically what he has basically said is that the cancel culture just means money.
Oh, of course. That's what it is, and what he said was point blank. The artists, they'd rather sell their soul for the recording money that they get from the record company than do it themselves.
Right.
Kid Rock made a lot of money. I don't think Kid Rock could be the way he is today if he didn't do Devil Without a Cause, which sold gazillions of records,
Sure.
sold 15 million copies or whatever it did. The first two Kid Rock ones, the first two that mattered, not the first two, but the Devil Without a Cause and then Cocky behind it, both sold so well that he can now be, himself and not worry about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't do record company. He releases to his fans. There's about 1 million of them and they all buy it. I'm one. You know me, I don't buy any music, and I didn't buy Bad Reputation, although it's awesome, but I did buy a hat. I went out and I bought it with the sole purpose of supporting Kid Rock's endeavor.
Okay.
Because I want him to put out more music eventually.
Sure.
So I went out and I bought a hat. And the hat's pretty cool. It's like it says something like snowflake in explicit warning or something. Let me find this thing real quick. Kid Rock. I can't wait till it comes. Because I bought it 100% to wear on the show. Where's the hat? There it is. Here's the hat. There's the hat.
Snowflake advisory. Yeah, just like the parental advisory on the old parental advisory stickers on the albums and CDs.
Exactly. But isn't that a great hat for the show?
Yeah, it's a great hat.
That's worth whatever this thing costs. What it cost? $20.
$20.
So I invested in an artist that I enjoy and that I believe in his message. And, I'm not going to buy the album because I already pay for fucking music from other places. But, I'll certainly support the endeavor by buying a hat. So I'm all in. Kid Rock fucking rules.
Yeah, it's, and the thing is that the Nobody Tells Me How to Live, just the lyrics in that song are very, very clever and very, very appropriate for today's culture. He's
right.
Like, I'm one of the last few who says, fuck you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is. Dude, the whole album, there's at least 5 or 6 songs where he really fucking attacks. He's definitely on the attack on this album. He's tired of hearing the bullshit too, because there's several songs that are really kind of not necessarily attacking per se, but kind of just saying it the way it is. Like he's got a song called My Kind of Country that talks about, in my country, we need a left and a right, a Trump and a Biden, or, he talks about, the way that social media has just made everything a divisive fucking shithole of a place, and Never Quit's another one that has a bunch of shit in there. It's a good album, man.
The other line, a couple of lines in that song I like about, we lived in a time when everybody got a trophy, and our future is nothing but a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, he don't care. Well, dude, you heard? Did we play "We the People" on the show too at one point?
That too. Yeah, we played that a few weeks ago. Yeah,
because I would say that one is pretty fucking damning of the left as well. So, and it's funny because Kid Rock is just one of those guys that people love or hate. No middle ground. Nobody's like, yeah, Kid Rock's okay. That's there. I have friends that fucking pound on me for being a fan of Kid Rock.
Well, I'm not a fan of the rap stuff he does, but I like the more straight ahead rock stuff he does. Yeah. He's a good performer. Yeah. He's exciting. He's very energetic on stage. He's very engaging with the crowd.
Sure.
And I like the rock stuff he does, and not so much the rap, but the rock stuff. So it's kind of a hit and miss with me.
Well, he doesn't really. You would probably like the last 5 albums. He really doesn't do much rapping anymore at all.
I wasn't into the earlier Kid Rock, but I know the last few albums have been very, almost straight ahead rock.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't. Obviously, you didn't like the ball with the ball.
Nah,
and shit
that
like
wasn't
that, but
that was a huge song for him, but I just wasn't into that.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, he really kind of got out of the rap thing for the most part 20 years ago. I'm looking at the catalog right now. The last real rappy record was Cocky, 2001.
Okay,
so self-titled.
It's been 21 years.
Yeah, self-titled wasn't, Rock and Roll Jesus wasn't, Born Free, Rebel Soul, First Kiss, Sweet Brown Sugar, none of those. They all have a rap track on them, but they're really they're almost more country than they are rap. They're definitely more in that range. But as Kid Rock says himself, if you don't like him, fuck you. I don't care. I like him. He's probably my favorite artist out today. Of anybody, and he just keeps making records that I like. So I'm a proud Kid Rock fan. I don't give a shit what people think.
Well, I admire his work ethic. The fact that he doesn't stop, he doesn't allow anybody to deter him, and the fact that he has independently done his own thing and become wealthy from it, and he does it on his own terms. I guess that's what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah, you don't have to sell me. I'm a fan.
Well, speaking of journalists and interviewing people and whatnot, I'd sent you over another link. Well, everybody and their brother is well aware of the incident that happened at the what was the Emmy Awards or Academy Awards or whatever, some other suck your dick award. Of course, the big news was Will Smith walking up on stage and slapping Chris Rock.
Yeah, wow.
Everybody's seen that. Well, this is a report from, I think, Boston News, CBS Boston News.
Okay.
Now, I don't watch local news, and you brought up your friend Kelly there, who had to have local news. And if this is the quality of programming that she was willing to pay money for, it's like, what do you get out of this? I picked this because it is so amateurish and so awful. This news reporting, Chris Rock was playing, doing one of his stand-ups in Boston the night after the awards show.
Sure.
And they were asking people on the street if Chris Rock, both of them rocks. They're brothers. Right. I can hardly tell them apart. But they were asking people on the street if Chris addressed what happened at the awards show, and they were given their scenario.
Okay.
this is some of the worst reporting I have ever seen in my life. And not only is the reporting horrible, you got to see this lady and her weird facial expressions while this guy is interviewing her friend. It's the weirdest goddamn thing. And then they get another, well, you'll see it for yourself. But first off, it starts off with the lady in the studio who's going to send it live to the street.
Okay.
She can barely read.
Oh, good.
And she's like, you'll get the gist of it. So go right ahead.
Well, it's not like she's in a major market. It's only Boston.
Yeah, I
know. All right, let's see what she's got.
Crowds at the Wilbur Theater spilling out into the streets of Boston after Chris Rock's sold-out show. It is the comedian's first public appearance since he was slapped by Will Smith during a live televised broadcast of the Academy Awards. Our David Wade has been there all night. And David, you have caught up with people who actually got a chance to watch the show.
Jesus Christ.
Chris Rock was at the Academy Awards.
Maybe this was just now and she's watching WrestleMania while she was doing the news.
She's got the TV down in the news desk. She's watching it.
Like Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, cool. I mean, it's time to go to the venue to see what happened with Chris Rock tonight at his show. Jesus, are you kidding?
I remember news chicks used to be hot too.
Well, we've replaced hotness, see, Neely, with diversity. I mean, look, isn't it bad enough that we have a white reporter on the scene? So now we have to have a Spanish chick on the desk.
I don't care that she's Spanish. It's just that, the anchor chicks used to be, pretty hot. Where's Wilma Smith when you need her?
They're gone. Now, it doesn't matter what she looks like now, as long as she's not white, it's fucking accepted. And I guarantee you the co-host is a black dude.
And she can't read.
Well, is that shocking?
No, it's not shocking. All right, now watch this guy.
All right, let's see what this guy with this breaking news.
Yeah.
Chris Rock played a show. Holy shit.
They react.
All right, let's see what this guy's got to say. Look at him acting like he's fucking at 9/11.
Yeah, I know.
Well, thanks for taking me here. I just got to tell you, it's breaking news here. Chris Rock told a joke about getting slapped at the Oscars. It's amazing. I can't believe it. I've never seen anything like it. He told a joke. Jesus Christ, are you kidding? All right, here we go.
Yeah, that's right, Andrews. The show just let out, and of course, this is what everyone was talking about in the city of Boston. Really, from Los Angeles to Boston.
Is it what everybody was talking about from Los Angeles to Boston?
Yeah, that's what they were doing. Everyone was talking about it.
Did you see it? I mean, you saw the video, right?
Of course. I mean, the clip has been everywhere.
Yeah. What was your reaction when you first saw it?
I thought it was a stunt.
All right.
My first reaction, I thought it was a stunt because when Chris made the joke about the G.I. Jane, Will was over there laughing.
Yeah.
He was just kind of doing that rocking back and forth laughing thing. Mm-hmm. And then when he saw that his concubine over there, Jada, was not happy about it, then he got all pissed off. Like, you better go up there and do something about this.
I had the same reaction that I have now to the clip, which was simply, why is this a big deal?
Well, because it happened live on TV.
The biggest deal to me is that Chris Rock didn't beat his ass. That's what should have happened.
Well, I think, and again, I don't know. I just saw the clip, but I think it was just the whole, I can't believe this guy actually came up here and took a swipe at me like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have been like, where you think you're going, bitch? Come on back and settle it, you fucking punk. I would have been mad.
Yeah,
I would have chased him down. I wouldn't have given a fuck about the Oscars.
But that's you, though.
Yeah, but Chris Rock is a street guy. Used to be.
Uh,
I guess it's been a while. They took the street out of the Hollywood guy.
exactly.
He's not Pookie anymore.
No.
Definitely not. But all right. Well, let's see what everybody had to say about this tremendous event that Chris Rock played a gig after
All
getting
right.
slapped.
All
What they
right.
think he was going to do? Hide in seclusion for 10 months?
Well, they just wanted to know if he was going to make mention of it on stage.
Whether he did or he didn't, who gives a shit?
Well, apparently everyone from Los Angeles to Boston is talking about it.
Good point, Neely. Good point. This is strong reporting here. Oof. All right, here we go.
Everyone's been wondering if Chris Rock would get on stage tonight and talk about what Will Smith did to him on Sunday night, the slap that was heard around the world.
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
The slap that was heard around the world.
Just the whole way this guy presents it is like he fucking gang raped him. Like he took him on the Oscars and literally just fucked him in the ass. Right there on the stage. Just fucking had ass juice squirting all over the stage from just an anal rape.
Well, this is kind of why I brought this to the table, and the fact that your friend Kelly is willing to pay for local news. This is the type of thing she's paying for.
Listen to this one more time. I'm going to go back just a little bit here. He says, I don't even care about the shot heard around the world. That's a terrible comment by itself.
The slap heard around the world. Get it right, Chris.
The comment before it is even worse. The comment where he says after what he did to Chris Rock, like it's a fucking terrorist attack.
It was a terrorist attack.
No.
It was assault and battery.
It was a guy that wasn't even strong enough to make a fist. He couldn't defend his bald fucking wife with anything more than a fucking girly hand slap.
Well, because he wanted to do an open hand so he doesn't get charged with
oh, please.
Major assault.
Please, I'm sure that's what he was thinking.
Was it open hand punch or was it closed fist?
Why isn't he worried about fucking guys fucking his wife? He's more worried about a fucking G.I. Jane joke? Get the fuck out of here, Will, bitch. Good Lord. All right, let me hear this again about this.
He's the Fresh Prince, dude. He's the Fresh Prince.
That's what they were looking for on his face, Fresh Prince.
Exactly.
All right, here we go.
If Chris Rock would get on stage tonight and talk about what Will Smith did to him.
What Will Smith did to him.
What he did to him. Charlie, come up here. What did the five fingers say to the face? Slap.
He's presenting this like it's a home invasion.
Yeah.
This is the same text that you would use for a home invasion.
Yeah.
They broke into the house and this is what they did to them.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, this has got to amp it up, dude. Got to amp it up.
It was a bitch slap. And that look that he's got on his mouth right now, I'm sure that's not fucking unusual to him. Good Lord. All right, here we go.
On Sunday night, the slap that was heard around the world. We have some ladies here from Boston who just came out of the show moments ago. Mary Elaine.
Yes,
Look at this group.
Wow.
The typical housewife group.
Good Lord. What's this thing doing?
Well, wait. Yeah, you've already pointed it out.
All right. Let's see.
Former comedian, by the way. So the way it sounds is that he came out on stage and there was just the briefest of moments in which he even talked about this.
Correct. Yes, thank you. As you said, I'm a former colleague of Chris, and yeah, he was just forever the class act.
Look, watch that one's face. The one
This one?
Yes. Watch her the whole time. She looks like she's doing the pee dance the whole time. I mean, she cannot keep her face still for a second. She's like chewing her lips and dancing around, and I couldn't tell what the hell this lady was doing. Watch her. Don't pay so much attention to what this comedian chick is saying, but watch that lady.
All right, let's see what she's doing.
Yes, thank you. As you said, I'm a former colleague of Chris, and yeah, he was just forever the class act. always a professional. He, didn't say anything catty whatsoever and just went on and did his prepared show.
Oh my God. I think she's having a mini stroke here. What's going on?
It even gets worse.
Somebody stuff a towel in her mouth before she swallows her tongue. Jesus Christ.
She can't contain herself.
Wow. All right. What a gaggle of goons this is.
I know.
Jesus.
Just to think there's some guy at home waiting for his woman to come home. Oh my God.
These 5 are going to the bar to get no free drinks. Good Lord. Holy smokes. Okay. Let's see what else old Seizure Face and her 4 goon friends have to say here.
So it sounds like, and I'm going to bring you in from the back here. It sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, he comes out on stage and he starts by saying, "How was your weekend?" Basically alluding to the fact that he had quite the weekend. And where did it go from there?
Correct. He was very funny in that he acknowledged it without fully discussing it.
What is she doing? Did you see the way she craned her neck?
I knew you would love this. As soon as I saw this, I thought, I gotta bring this to the show. This lady, she cannot stop moving her face.
What is she? She looks like she's trying to take a shit on the street. She's like craning her neck. Making all kinds of faces and shit. Back this fucking weirdo up. Good Lord. All right. She's probably never been on TV before, and it's like the greatest moment of her life.
You're probably right about that.
Holy cow. What a cow. Jeez. All right, here we go.
He was very funny in that he acknowledged it without fully
What is that? What is that? If ever there was a broad that needed a big pearl necklace, that's the one. To hide that fucking stretching giraffe neck. Jesus Christ. What was that movie? The Abyss? She looks like the water fucking thing that had the face on it. Was that The Abyss?
I think that was it.
That's what she looks like, The Abyss.
Oh.
Jesus. All right. Let's see what else this fucking Stretch Armstrong face has to do.
Discussing it. He then said, "I'm still processing what happened on my weekend." But
what is she? Oh my God, I can't stop. What is she doing?
I don't know. I had to watch it like 2 or 3 times myself because what is she doing?
This is like what you imagine somebody that's practicing a speech does in a mirror, making the different faces to see how they look in the mirror.
Oh man.
I got to go backwards just a little bit. I mean, what? She's not being talked to. I don't know for sure that she's listening to this one, but she's just changing her facial expressions like over and over, like somebody else is like waving at her or something.
Oh,
what is going on here? All right, let's see this again.
he acknowledged it without fully discussing it. He then said, "I'm still processing what happened on my weekend." But he also said that he'd already prepared.
Oh my God.
Can I pick them or what?
Jeez, oh man. This fucking dummy. What is going on with her? Does she end up getting interviewed too, I hope?
I don't think so. I can't remember because I was so mesmerized, but just all the weird facial expressions she was making.
She is literally like she's having a seizure.
I know.
This is fucking bizarre.
A lot of great material for the show, and that was what he was going to deliver. But he did mention that he's going to have stuff to say about what happened, but not for that.
What is she laughing about? Now she's giggling. She said nothing funny.
I know.
Was she remembering a joke from the show? Oh,
I don't know.
That's literally what she looks like. She's like, oh yeah, that one.
Oh man.
Wow. What a goon. All right.
that show.
Interesting. So
So
maybe
I
another
think more
day.
to come.
Okay. So how was the show overall?
So funny.
You guys all enjoyed
Yeah,
it?
we loved it. Yeah, it was
All right.
awesome.
So early reviews are good, and want to bring in this gentleman off to my left here.
Oh, we got more people to talk to about this.
This is priceless. You're gonna love this. This would have been a great O&A moment
All right.
because they'd be playing that fried chicken song.
No. All right. Let's see what we got here.
Come on over. Well, the two of you can come over. How are you? You're live right now on CBS News Boston. You're at the show tonight. Obviously, you're a Chris Rock fan.
Yeah.
What did you think about the idea that he decided really not to talk about what happened at the Oscars?
Oh, I don't think no one way about it. You know what I mean? I just came to hear some jokes, man. I just wanted to come and have a good time.
Yeah.
And it was a good time, though.
So he came out and said he's still processing it. Is that what happened?
Yeah. I mean, he said he had a routine that he wanted to do,
Yeah.
but because of what happened, then, you know what I mean, I guess he got diverted. And, you know, but he still has some in store for everybody. It was a good time, though.
Yeah, you had a good time and it was a good show.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Then he fell down on the stage and I had to provide UPS.
Yeah. Well, you haven't heard the best of it yet.
All right.
Wait till they talk to this gentleman on the right.
All right. Let's hear what he has to say.
Man, me and my brother, we had a good time.
This is your brother here. How are you, sir? David Wade from WBZ TV. What did you think of the show, and what did you think about his decision really to not talk about too much about Will Smith?
I think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
I think it was clean. Yeah. I think he could have did that. And whatever he did on TV, I think he could have waited to the awards were over when he did it. But
So you were shocked that Will Smith did that.
from the jump.
Yeah.
But, I think he could have waited. But
And one more question for you.
Jesus, dude, spit out the tobacco or whatever it is you're chewing on, because
Like the fact that he introduced himself and shook his hand. David
know.
Wade from WBZD TV.
dude, I know you haven't watched it, but there's on Trailer Park Boys, there's this reporter guy that always shows up and does this exact thing. And it's what they're goofing on. They're goofing on these local reporters that always think they're more important than they are.
Yeah.
And literally every time this guy pops out of his truck, he's like, yeah, it's Dan Steele, ABC News, whatever. And that's this dick.
Yeah, we'll back that up again when he introduces himself. Like, this guy doesn't know he's a reporter. So he has to identify himself.
I guess he can't see the cube on the fucking microphone that's, 6 inches in front of him. Jesus. Okay. Or he didn't see them introduced to this guy either, right? Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
in store for everybody. It was a good time, though.
Yeah, you had a good time and it was a good show.
Yeah, I had a good time, man.
Yeah.
Me and my brother, we had a good time.
This is your brother here. How are you, sir? David Wade from WBZ TV. Show.
Why would he do that?
David Wade, WBZ TV. Before that, I was an intern over at KNBC out there in Los Angeles. And jeez, oh man, are you kidding? Wow.
Oh man.
Just ask your question, Dick.
Yeah.
Holy
we know you're a reporter from the TV station. We get it.
Yeah. The microphone with the big cube with the CBS logo on it didn't give it away or anything.
Yep.
What an idiot. Holy smokes.
And what did you think about his decision really to not talk about too much about Will Smith?
I think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
I think it was clean. Yeah. I think he could have did that. And whatever he did on TV, I think he could have waited to the awards were over when he did it. But
So you were shocked that Will Smith did that?
from the jump.
Yeah.
From the jump. I'm with him.
Oh man.
I'm with him. I don't know what he said, but I'm with him.
He said,
He's a guy that's tough to understand when there's not a mask on his face, and now that he's covering half his face or the bottom half of his mouth, it's even worse.
Yeah, he's got his chin diaper on.
And of course, this fucking dummy fucking holds the microphone underneath the mask.
Right.
Look at this fucking brilliant reporter. Oh, here's the part that's obscured. Let me hold it over here. Idiot. All right.
He could have waited, but
Yeah. And one more question for you. I don't know if you even heard this, but the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences came out today, and they said that they tried to get Will Smith to leave after he did that, and he refused. Have you heard that?
Nah, I didn't watch the show.
You didn't watch this? Well,
I
you've
didn't
seen the
watch
clip, though.
Neither did anybody.
Neither did anyone else.
Yeah, they probably don't want to hear that because it was probably on their network.
Yeah. I saw the clip though.
Yeah, saw the clip on on NBC.
I seen the clip. Everybody's seen the clip.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, I ain't got no comment on it. I mean,
Were you
You don't have
disappointed in
no
Will Smith?
comment on it. Who are you?
Well, he's this guy.
No comment. No comment.
Neeley, I'm R13 and he's R14 in the show tonight. We're important players. We had seats.
I'm not going to comment on it.
Yeah, no comment, please.
Yeah, no comment.
Can't have my job here and what I really think about the Chris Rock slap.
Right.
Don't want to lose my job over that.
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
again, I ain't got no comment on it, man. I can say a whole bunch of things, man. I mean, but
you were here to listen to some jokes, and that's what you got.
That's all I came for, man. That's all I came for, man. You know
I
what mean?
appreciate it. You know what? We should all laugh a little bit more,
That's
right?
it,
We
man.
should all laugh a
All
little
right,
bit more.
appreciate you, though.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your
Yeah.
evening.
Oh,
Handshakes.
fist bump,
fist bump.
handshakes.
We're not afraid of the COVID around here, Pally.
Not at all. Those two seem to be, but he's not.
Well, he's white.
Yeah, true.
He's got that shield around him.
That's true. He's a news reporter.
Well,
News
he's-
reporters don't get
he's-
COVID.
I know he's dripping with white privilege, so that
True.
COVID's not going to break through that shield.
It's true. This is horrid.
I know.
Oh my God. All right, let's finish this up.
So there you have it. Chris Rock show started at 7:30. Actually started a little bit late because the lines were so long. People had to hand over their cell phones. That slowed down the lines. Another show, though, set to start at 10 o'clock. Anaritis will send it back to you. He basically didn't talk about it. Just to give you a quick background again, he came out, said, "How was your weekend?" which made everyone laugh. He said that he's still processing what happened in his weekend and said at a later date he might have more to say about the topic.
So interesting that was his option. We'll see if that's going.
Why is that interesting?
So interesting that was his.
Why is that interesting? That's just the option he had. Talk about it or not.
Oh my God.
There's nothing interesting at all about that.
Mhm.
That's just a fact. That was his option.
Came
No
out on
shit.
stage and he said, "How was your weekend?" And it made everyone laugh.
He had two options. Talk about it, don't talk about it. There's nothing interesting about that. If he talked about it, then he did. If he didn't, then he didn't.
Right.
What is interesting about this? Wow, Boston. None of these guys are going up to the big leagues. That's for damn sure. Holy cow. All right, let's see what else this brainiac has to say.
to be the case during the 10 o'clock show. And I know Christina Rex is there with you, and we'll see you for the WBZ News at 11 over on Channel 4. David, thank you.
So they have two reporters out there covering this.
They do. Big news.
This is what their
Was a
advertising.
big hit, but
This is what their advertising dollars is paying for.
Yeah. Big news.
Jeez.
Yeah. Chris Rock is in town.
Wow.
He's recovering from his slap.
Oh, thoughts and prayers, Chris. Jesus.
We got a man on the street. We don't want to make comment though. I'm not going to comment.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jeopardize my life this way. No.
I saw it.
Fuck.
Saw the clip. Everybody saw the clip, but I got no comment.
No comment from me, please. Don't appreciate you putting me on the spot like this, guy.
Right.
But I'll still fist bump you and shake your hand.
I want to show that I'm down with the folks.
Oh, what a horrid. Surprised he didn't have his tie off and his one button open too.
Yeah.
That's all that was. If he was in the studio, he would have. But that was terrible.
I know.
Good God.
But the priceless was that lady with all the facial gestures.
It's like, what are you doing?
You did her perfectly.
Oh,
She's
it's terrible. Yeah, like, what are you doing? Like she's having a seizure. I'm telling you.
Holy shit, that's hysterical.
Brain aneurysm kicking
Yeah,
in.
I know.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So
Jeez. All right. Well, way to go, Boston. Great news you guys got going on there.
yeah, Boston.
Hmm.
I think I want to I think they do a great job with their news up there, and I would pay for that. I would.
Yeah, I don't know. It's no smoking chowder, but
no, it's not.
What was that station? Not smoking chowder. What was that called? Something chowder.
Yeah,
was it smoking chowder?
Yeah,
smoke and chowder.
Yeah. All right. Well, one last thing regarding this whole thing that consumed everybody. I just sent you another clip. The Nuge chimed in on this whole thing and gave his viewpoint on the slap heard around the world.
Why can he not shut up?
So Ted Nugent chiming in, piping in.
Oh, good. I'm sure he has something fucking brilliant to say. I'm about tired of Ted. Holy smokes. It's like, shut up, dude. You know, instead of talking about this, why don't you put more time into your fucking terrible record? That record is shit.
I know, it's awful.
That Detroit Muscle. Oh, not just the song. I got the whole album. What a bag of shit.
Yeah, just what I did here. That was a lot of repetitiveness there.
Well, dude, it's I think it's 11 tracks. One of them is the Star Spangled Banner, so that doesn't even count. And then the other 10 songs, I think the longest song is 4 minutes, and most of them are like 2.5 minutes. It's not even an album. It's like ideas.
Yeah.
It's fucking lazy shit.
It's just
garbage.
It's just putting something out.
Yeah, it's fucking junk. I mean, we'll play it at some point. I'm not allowed to play it right now, but it's fucking junk.
Mm-hmm.
Really bad. But go ahead. Or you want me to go ahead?
You go ahead. You got the clip pulled up there.
All right, here we go. Here's Uncle Ted talking about Will Smith, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Nope. Push.
For walking onto the stage at the Oscars on Sunday evening and hitting Chris Rock during the live broadcast. Smith, 53, interrupted the 57-year-old comedian's introduction of Best Documentary with a slap across the face. The altercation came after Rock made a joke about Smith's wife Jada Pinkett Smith.
Jada,
I love you. G.I. Jane too.
It's because it's a voice synth. It's not even a real voice.
I know. It's the simulator thing.
It's Speechalo, I think is the name of the software.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Can't wait to see you. In an apparent reference to the actress's bald hairstyle, as she lives with the autoimmune disorder alopecia, which attacks follicles resulting in bald spots.
See that? He's over there laughing.
Yeah, of course.
And then all of a sudden he gets all pissy and then walks up there.
Because the wife gave him the stink eye.
That's what I said. It's like, you better go there and defend me.
Yeah. The wife that's been taking dick from other guys.
Yeah.
Is giving him shit. Fuck off. Why is he still with her?
I don't know.
What the fuck? Walk away, bro. Jeez.
And hair loss. Pinkett Smith could be seen rolling her eyes before the camera cut back to Rock, while Will Smith initially laughed from his seat. Shortly after, however, Smith's mood changed as he walked up to Rock and struck him across the face with an open hand. "Oh wow," Rock said as Smith made his way back to his seat. "Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me," the host said. "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." Smith yelled up to the stage at Rock after returning to his seat again. "Wow, dude, it was a G.I. Jane joke," said Rock, to which Smith replied once again, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." Later in the night.
At that point, if you're Chris Rock, don't you make every bald joke you can?
I think you would go, scorched earth.
Yeah. Take it easy, Kojak. Everything's okay. I would go fucking crazy with it. Everything would be a bald joke. I'd be like, tell that guy Vic Tavak next to you to shut up. I would go every bald person I could think of. I'd be like, okay, Commander Picard.
Yeah, listen here, Yul Brenner.
Yeah, exactly. That would be me. I would be like Captain Picard, Yul Brenner, every fucking bald joke I could possibly make.
Here, Uncle Fester.
I would dare him to come back up on the stage. Come on back, motherfucker. I can't believe that Chris Rock just took it. That surprises me. I mean, I get it. you're playing in front of, 1 million people or 5 million people, however many people watch this shit. But, and you in the end, he did the right thing by not really reacting. I mean, in the end, he did. But I don't know how spur of the moment you let a man smack you and you don't fuck him up.
Right.
I don't know that I could ever do that. Ever. No way.
That's why you're not hosting the Emmy Awards.
Well, that and the lack of success. Yeah.
We can't let this volatile bitch on the stage.
That's right. All right, here we go.
Smith won the Best Actor award for his starring role in
Do I need to see this part?
He addressed the incident and I want to he said about
clusterbuck.
Oh, here we go.
Huge.
There's a royal clusterbuck unfolding before our very eyes every day. There's all kinds of dynamics going on. And if I may, the author of Wango Tango would like to opine. And number one, black on black crime is quite visible.
Are you kidding? Are you really going to go?
Black on black crime.
Is this really crime?
Well, it's assault.
Stop.
It's still an assault by the definition of the law. It is an assault.
All right, but let's be realistic here for a minute. He slapped a bitch.
True.
That is not assault.
It is assault. It's assault.
Technically, it's assault. In reality, it's two boys having a disagreement.
It's true, but I'm just saying that if somebody wanted to press charges, which Chris Rock could have if he wanted to, he could have pressed charges for assault.
Yeah, that would have hurt Will Smith, too, to pay that fucking $100 fine. Get out of here. See, this is the whole thing that's making me crazy about this thing, is people are just giving it, like Ted.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving it too much weight.
Well, he's doing it more of a tongue-in-cheek, making fun of the situation.
Yeah.
He's not giving it any weight. Like this is serious. He's not doing that. He's just making a joke about it because he hates the Hollywood left too.
No, I agree with that part. I don't know. To me, this should have been a nothing, and instead it's like the biggest story of the week.
Because it happened on live televised, television.
Which just whatever. But you see fights in football games and shit all the time, and we're not talking about it.
But you expect that at that event, but you don't expect somebody to get up out of their chair and smack the host.
No, I guess not. I just looked at it as funny. I didn't think it was anything else.
I mean, I don't think anybody was horrified, shocked, and outraged over this. I
think you're dead wrong on that. I think the media is absolutely pretending that they're shocked and outraged about all this.
Pretending, but I think
they're trying to stir that pot though,
because they need the revenue.
Clicks.
Yeah, they need the clicks. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this is just pathetic. But okay, all right, Ted. Here we go.
It's everywhere you go, even at the Oscars. We got broadcast globally, black on black crime. Okay, there's a number of dynamics that I would like to address. Number one, Chris Rock has had some brilliant moments where he's identified the failure of his culture to respond adequately and properly when pulled over by the police and how not to get killed. So we applaud Chris Rock on those rare moments where logic surfaced in his life. And
now you know what he's talking about, right?
What is comedy?
He did a skit on the Chris Rock show probably back in 2005. Chris Rock had a show, I think, on HBO or something. It was called the Chris Rock Show, and he did a skit called "How Not to Get Your Ass Kicked by the Police."
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
He did this whole, when the police pull you over, put your hands on the steering wheel. And then, of course, he's got a guy who's very proper and does what he's supposed to. Then he goes, and don't do this. And then he's got the ghetto black guy going, yeah, fuck you, cop. And so they drag him out of the car and start beating his ass.
Right. Yeah. Well, he is right. I know nothing about Chris Rock, really. I mean, I know he's a comedian. I remember him in New Jack City.
Yeah, it was a skit on a show.
I never watched it.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
with all due respect, I got to hang out at the Comedy Store with Richard Pryor, Rodney Dangerfield, Sam Kinison, Robin Williams. So I know that humor is supposed to be irreverent and outrageous. So Chris Rock's whole career is based on outrageous and irreverent. Certainly Will Smith knows that. And then there's another time in our culture where if you were disrespectful to my woman, that I should be able to cold cock you flat out in the street. Now, I have been attacked. My family, my mother, my wife, my children have been attacked publicly because I murder innocent animals, which I suspect would be considered barbecue in conscientious families' lives. And you know what I do? Because I've been armed since I'm 17, and I train with the greatest warriors of all time. And when people spit at me, when they attack the honor of my family members, you know what I do, Keith? I back away and leave. Because unless there's actual life-threatening conditions, I will not engage. So there's a...
Okay. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Are they trying to spin this like he's wrong?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think Ted is just kind of given this whole tongue-in-cheek viewpoint, trying to put a little humor into the whole thing, you know.
Right. Okay. Here's some more.
Two-edged sword here. Number one, I'm a huge fan of Will Smith, and I'm a huge fan of Chris Rock in many ways. When I want a good guffaw, or I want to see a super action actor in a brilliant role, which Will Smith seems to have dominated over the years. But to go ahead and drop your sense of social norms in the clusterbuck of 2022 and to walk up on stage for the whole world to see and slap Chris Rock, Will, prioritize. That's not the hill you want to climb right now. So there's all kinds of dynamics, but I thank Will and I thank Chris Rock because society needs to see that there is an element of our society most profoundly exposed in the Hollywood world where your and my rules of engagement don't apply. Because let's go ahead and admit it right now. You and I would have been arrested if Will Smith would have been a white guy hitting Chris Rock. He would have probably been taken out in handcuffs. But I'm glad that the whole world got to see it. But those days of defending the honor of our loved ones, in all practicality, those days are over. Because if you defend the honor of your wife in such a violent manner, you're supposed to go to jail. You're supposed to be charged with assault and battery. That was assault and battery under any jurisdictional definition. So it's good that the spoiled brat Hollywood people have so disconnected themselves from the rules of engagement for the rest of society that it's great we got to see it. Now, my final statement is I say we finally get to see it. Guess what? Almost nobody saw it because the Oscars are so stupid and the people involved are so disconnected from society that mom and pop America don't watch them anymore because pretty much everything about Hollywood is offensive and against the traditional family values that made America great, while they condemn those of us that purchase their products. And it's become so laughable. So there's a number of dynamics. Number one, I'm glad it happened. Number one, I'm glad I didn't see it. Number one, C, I'm glad that my friends have shared that with me, like you, Keith. Right. But let the world know the emperor has no clothes and he's a wart-riddled fat pig.
Rock declined to file a police.
All right, Ted. I don't disagree with him, that's for sure.
So there you are. Now I sent you the final clip here of the Chris Rock show talking about how not to get your ass kicked by the police.
All right.
Which was actually pretty funny because he did the whole ghetto thing.
Let's see.
myself, often worry that we might be a victim of police brutality. So, as a public service, the Chris Rock Show proudly presents this educational video. Have you ever been face to face with a police officer and wondered, is he about to kick my ass? Well, wonder no more. If you follow these easy tips, you'll be fine. First, obey the law. Laws were made for a reason. Think of them as hints. You've heard people say, man, I wouldn't do that shit if I was you. Well, here's some of that shit. Carjacking, armed robbery, arson, selling drugs, buying drugs, stabbing, shooting. You know, you probably won't get your ass kicked if you just use common sense. If you jump a subway turnstile, you might just get off with a warning from the police. But if you jump a turnstile carrying a loaded gun and smoking a joint, then maybe you need your ass kicked. We all know what happened to Rodney King. But Rodney wouldn't have got his ass kicked if he had just followed this simple tip. When you see flashing police lights in your mirror, stop immediately. Everybody knows, if the police have to come and get you, they're bringing an ass kicking with them. Here's a no-brainer. If you're listening to loud rap music, turn that shit off. Fuck the police while you're getting pulled over by the police. It's just ignorant. When an officer approaches your car, be polite.
Is there a problem, officer?
And stay in your car with your hands on the wheel. What the fuck do you want, motherfucker? Unless you want your ass kicked. Want to give a friend a ride? Not so fast. Your friend might be crazy. Now, before you let your friend in your car, ask them these questions. Do you have a gun? Do you have drugs? Do you have any warrants? And in case you do get pulled over by the cops,
License and registration, please.
remind your friend to do this one thing. Shut the fuck up. Shit. What the fuck do you want? If you have to give a friend a ride, get a white friend. A white friend can be the difference between a ticket and a bullet in the ass. Here's a tip you should never forget. If your woman is mad at you, leave her at home. Because a mad woman will say anything.
He got weed! He got weed!
If your woman is mad at you, there's nothing she'd like to see more than you getting your ass kicked.
That's right! Kicking his motherfucking ass! Let me tell you, take a weed! He got weed! He got weed!
Now let's review. Obey the law. Use common sense. Stop immediately. Turn that shit off. Be polite. Shut the fuck up. Get a white friend. And last but not least, don't ride with a mad woman. If you follow these simple pointers, you probably won't get your ass kicked by the police.
Yeah, he's pretty much on par there.
So that's what Ted was making reference to.
Oh, nice. That's funny.
So there you are.
There it is.
All right. So there's an hour of bullshit.
There you go. Yeah, really.
Bullshit in the media.
Nice.
All right.
Well, when we come back, I actually have something for you.
All right.
This is I might have found a new guy to talk about, a new show.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So we'll get to that in the next break, but when the last song of the next break, give me something. You'll like this. Give me something from Doc and Back for the Attack.
Okay, very good. All right. Well, I'll let you pick a tune here. So what should we play?
How about I don't know, what do I want to hear? The Gods of Heavy Metal from Manowar.
Manowar.
Yeah.
Okay.
From Louder Than Hell.
All right. Manowar. Gods of Heavy Metal, huh? What's it from?
Louder Than Hell.
Okay. All right. Let's see where we got here. Oh, there it is. Got it. All right. Well, we're going to play a few tunes. We'll come back and we'll do some more stuff. So here it is. It's Manowar with the Gods of Heavy Metal exclusively here
on Your Classic. Thanks for checking out this episode of The Classic Metal Show. Get all of our episodes uncensored at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. Join us weekly from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern at www.cmsradio.net. Participate in the live chat room at www.chatandkill.com. Once again, thank you for checking out The Classic Metal Show with Neeley and Chris. Hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job!